You know that feeling when a group chat goes dead or a friend just ghosts you? Imagine an entire Viking-era civilization doing that. The Bjarmians, masters of the Arctic, didn't just vanish, they poofed. No battle, no plague, just gone. What if their disappearance wasn't a mystery, but a calculated, deliberate act? This isn't just history, it's a cold case that redefines everything you think you know about vanishing acts. Deep in the frozen north, a forgotten tale whispers through the ages. It's the story of the Bjarmians, a formidable Viking-era tribe whose very existence is shrouded in enigma. One day they thrived, renowned for their strength and fierce independence, and the next, they were gone. Prepare to uncover the unsettling truth behind one of history's most baffling, vanishing acts. Think you know Viking history? Prepare to have your perceptions shattered. Beyond the sagas of Ragnar and Eric, the Red lies a more perplexing mystery, the Bjarmians. This wasn't a small band of raiders. This was a powerful tribe that vanished without a trace. Join us as we dig into the astonishing reasons why the Bjarmians, a force to be reckoned with, simply disappeared from the annals of time. Far beyond the familiar Viking strongholds of Norway and Denmark lay Bjarmaland, an enigmatic territory deep in the Arctic North. Harsh, frozen, and perilous, this was no ordinary frontier. Ancient travelers spoke of endless forests, icy rivers, and a people whose wealth and power rivaled even the Norse chieftains. To the Vikings, it was a land of both promise and danger. The earliest tales of the Bjarmians come not from their own voices, but from Norse sagas and medieval chronicles. Viking traders journeyed to their land in search of furs, ivory, and exotic treasures. But what they found was more than just trade. It was an encounter with a tribe unlike any they had ever known. Warriors, merchants, and mystics, the Bjarmians stood out as both allies and enemies in the Norse accounts. If the frozen north seemed inhospitable, the Bjarmians turned it into a kingdom of wealth. Their strength did not lie in farmland or gold, but in the riches of nature. Furs of Arctic beasts prized across Europe, walrus ivory, as valuable as gold, carved into icons, weapons, and ornaments. The Bjarmians controlled it all, rising as trading titans of their time. Their networks stretched far beyond their homeland, from the markets of Scandinavia to the Volga and beyond. They were not merely hunters, they were merchants whose wealth flowed through rivers and seas, connecting cultures thousands of miles apart. Yet prosperity demanded protection. Tales describe them as fierce defenders, shielding trade routes from raiders. To challenge a Bjarmian caravan was to invite swift and brutal retribution. But wealth attracts envy, and power invites rivals. As Norse influence expanded north, Bjarmaland became a target. Viking expeditions, once focused on trade, grew hostile, with sagas recounting raids that plundered Bjarmian temples and shattered traditions. To the east and south, rival tribes sought to control the fur trade and river routes. Skirmishes erupted, alliances shifted, and betrayal often came from those once called allies. The Bjarmians could not fight on all fronts forever. What had been a flourishing hub now stood in the shadow of conflict. And then came another enemy, nature. As the medieval warm period ended and the Little Ice Age began, their world changed. Rivers froze earlier and thawed later. Reindeer and game shifted migration paths. Walrus herds dwindled or moved to distant waters. A society built on prosperity suddenly faced scarcity. Migration may have been their only option. And there is the specter of disease. Isolated communities, once safe from plagues, could be devastated by a single outbreak. Villages emptied, trade collapsed, defenses broke. The Bjarmians, once masters of the frozen north, now battled a colder and more unrelenting enemy, climate and catastrophe. And then, silence. The Bjarmians slipped away from the chronicles of history. Their name lingers in sagas, but their people, gone. Some believe assimilation swallowed them whole, absorbed by Viking neighbors. Others argue migration, forced by climate shifts, leaving ghost settlements behind. The harshest theory is extinction, disease, conflict, and starvation erasing them entirely. So, the truth remains elusive. Archaeology offers only fragments, trade goods, remains, echoes, and place names. but never the full picture. Like whispers in the wind, the Bjarmians remind us how fragile memory can be. Their disappearance challenges us to ask, how many other powerful cultures, once thriving, now lie buried in history's shadows? And how much of our past has already been forgotten? If you want more intriguing and fascinating stories about forgotten civilizations and mysterious tribes, look no further. Forgotten Historians got you covered. Don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and share this video. Your support helps us keep uncovering history's hidden secrets.